Welcome back to another episode of Men at Work. I'm Kyle Pig, and as always, joined by Matt Peoples. In the Men at Work podcast, we discover what real people do for a living.
That's exactly right, dude.
Today's election day, and people around the country will be casting their votes for mandamis and municipal leaders, for Curtis Sliwas and controllers, and for gubernatorial elections and gropers from Queens.
He's Italian, folks.
He's not a pervert, he's Italian.
Oh, that's a spicy allegation.
But today we're not talking about the people in front of the camera. We're talking about the people behind it, and not the ones who move the money, and not the ones who pay the mistresses, but the ones who handle the I voted stickers.
Or if you're Spanish, yo vote.
We're talking about the people who deal with your aunt's Facebook conspiracies and a little osteoporosis flare-up during the day. The people who keep this country rolling on election day. We're talking to two poll workers.
We dog it, do we ever? Damn poll election ladies, they don't sit here. Before we get started, we do have our Patreon. Guys, please hop on the Patreon. Every Wednesday, we're doing what's called office hours. You can jump in there. It's a live chat. We do a live stream. You can talk about your boss, your crazy work situation, your work wife. It's a $1 tier that we're doing up to the first 50 patrons. So hop on there. Come hang out with us. It's a blast. We love you. Kyle, start the episode.
All right. We are here with two election poll workers in Philadelphia, Susan and Anna. Thank you both for coming.
You're welcome.
We really appreciate it. That's all right. We'll get this done. We'll get this done. I think what people really want to know is, what is a poll worker's job on election day?
To make sure that election day is run morally and ethically and right.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Everything's done politically right,
gotcha.
no matter what your party is.
So that's the correct and the stock answer. Now, obviously, that's like the overarching thing to what you're doing.
Right. Yes.
We want the nitty gritty. We're very curious about while you guys are running around like chickens with your heads cut off, doing this and that. What does that look like? So you're obviously you're maintaining the integrity of the election. So what does that look like? So is that just keeping track of the ballots? You keeping track of who's walking in, checking IDs? Like what's a brief overview of that?
Yes, we don't check IDs unless the thing tells us to. We're not allowed to. But yeah, it's making sure that everybody's doing what they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
That they're not coming in with, telling people who to vote for or doing anything fraudulent, running here, there, and everywhere, helping everybody that needs help.
Sure.
You keeping lines organized? Keeping them straight, single file?
Yes.
A lot of barking.
So
Yeah.
there's a lot. Yeah, like we come in the morning. So the polls open at 7. We get there about 6:15, 6:30, right? And it takes us half an hour to set up. We have to open up all the machines. We have the iPads now. We've finally moved on to that from the big book that they used to have to sign.
Oh, they're not doing the big book anymore.
No.
Well, I guess I haven't voted since.
Yeah, it used to be that.
You're really selling yourself out here.
I gotta
bro.
vote the last couple of years.
It's the iPad now, and it actually makes it easier with the iPad because sometimes you get people who aren't in the right polling place. So the iPad, you can look in there. Before we used to have to go on our phones, things, and look it up. And now you just put it in. They tell you exactly where they're at and where they're supposed to be. So every time somebody comes in, they give you their name. You have to look it up. You have to have them sign, and then we put the ballot in a machine, and it kind of stamps it. And then they go in the poll into vote. They put it in the machine, and then they make all their selections, and then hit vote, and then
it tallies it up.
Yes.
Because I saw some states, you sign in, you go into the poll, and then the poll prints out a piece of paper, and then you take the paper over to like a scanner and you scan it in. Yeah. I don't know where that was from.
That's what he had Jersey with. That's what we did on the Jersey side. The exact same thing. It was like a Scantron.
It's like a piece of paper. It's kind of like long.
Yeah.
And it goes into the machine. It comes out. You can look at it, and it goes into the machine, and it counts your vote.
Okay. Is it kind of crazy that we don't have a federal election system in all 50 states?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We can all agree on that?
All right, got it. Okay.
Absolutely.
I mean, the fact that we have iPads now, that we moved on from paper, I mean,
The fact
maybe
that-
we've
Now,
moved
are you
into
pro paper or are you pro tech?
Right now, I'm pro tech because it's worked.
Got
When
it.
it starts not working, that's when I become pro paper.
Okay.
Fair. It ebbs and
But
flows.
say the Wi-Fi is not working. Say there's a battery issue. Can we move to paper in
Yes,
a blink
we
of an
have
eye?
the books still.
Absolutely.
We have them.
Yes,
So you
we have
guys
a
got
backup.
backups.
It's a backup plan.
Yeah.
I think that we are better here than in some states where they stand at like a desk with things around them and they're filling it out on paper still.
Yeah.
That's like our mail-in ballots.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't.
I think
yeah.
that we're better than that at this point.
Wow, I'm feeling some personal New Jersey attacks here. That's exactly what I did
He's a Jersey
yesterday
voter.
morning.
Sorry.
How about that? I didn't realize. I thought Jersey's was high
So
tech.
No, Jersey's not high tech.
I
Sorry.
could tell that, yeah. There was like 4 mistakes made in the 5 minute span that I was there. I walked in. They said, well, don't worry about your ID. Just give us your first name. And when they put the name in, I don't know if you guys do the same thing. It's the first 3 letters of the first name, the first 3 letters of the last name. So no ID. At this point, they don't even know my full last or first name.
Yep.
I get a ballot. They give you the receipt. You sign the receipt, which I don't know what that does. And then you walk over towards the enclosed section that you like scribble in the people you're voting for. And then you're supposed to go to the people that scan the actual, like, it's like a Scantron, like an old
goddamn
like
treasure
middle school
map.
thing. It's unbelievable. I walked 18 paces within like a 4-foot
I walked
space.
Does it take, like, an hour
22,000
to vote?
steps.
Who was it?
It takes an hour to vote. Pretty.
Well, basically, yeah. So I had
It
to do.
basically sounds like Philadelphia's provisional ballots. If
Yes.
our paper ballots, if you don't,
Gotcha.
or you got a mail-in ballot or something, and you have to vote on paper. That
Okay.
sounds like what you're talking.
That's what it seemed like,
Yeah.
and it didn't. But it just seemed very like when I was finished voting, I was supposed to bring like the copy of the receipt that I had signed to give to somebody, and then they could scan my thing. However, she scanned it. And then she goes, "Oh, I was supposed to take that receipt." And I was like, "Is this fine?" And she was like, "Get out of here, you scoundrel." And I was like, "This seems way below the books
Okay,
here
yeah,
right now."
we ask for date of birth. We
Yeah,
make sure
that's-
that your address is still correct.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I am a judge in Pennypack, and Pennypack's a private community, so basically, I know most of our voters anyway.
Sure.
Do.
And I've worked there for 18 years,
Yeah,
twice
the
a
same
year.
people
So
keep coming in.
the
and
same
so
people
you-
keep
you
coming in.
recognize
So this
them.
seems okay. Got it. Seems a little. I should have known because it was in the back of a like McDonald's parking lot, and they said to meet there at like 2 p.m. I should have known that by the time they invited me there. That should have tipped me off
So
initially.
you guys are the Northeast. I got to think like VFWs, high schools. Where are we doing it out of?
We do ours in our community building.
Community building. I think
do
I'm going to
no
be in
city, no city buildings. Am I correct on that?
the. Is that correct? We do have Nick off to the side to make sure that you guys don't say anything nefarious or wrong, or
Like
he can jump
mostly
in.
like the public schools are off tomorrow.
Off tomorrow.
We do
Yeah.
a lot of
We
voting
do
in the
a lot
public
of
schools.
public
So I'm
schools.
in Pollock, and I think we have. That's the most decisions in the city. I know. I think it's like 9ish or somewhere around.
I'm
there.
in
My neck-
Pennypack.
yeah.
We usually have 3. We have 6 right now because our public school, elementary
that's-
school, got knocked down. So we have their 3
That's
divisions.
six. That's 6
Okay.
divisions.
Yeah, I have
You guys
6
have to worry about.
divisions.
And how many people is that typically? Do you know?
I have 700 in one division.
I have
I have
6 something.
6 something in each of the other ones. Yeah, so it's
You're looking at about 4,200 people,
4,200
4,500 people.
people, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, we run into a problem like because the one schools like where I'm at Pollock, we had 9 divisions there. So last election, it was being refurbished.
Yeah.
So they had to be relocated all over the city, and then everybody gets confused.
I'm sure
and
people
it's-
loved that,
Yeah.
especially the
Yeah,
Northeast,
they-
especially the
yes.
parochial
A lot of
Northeast people
postcard-
who don't want anything
Yeah,
to change
yeah.
ever. They
Yes.
loved that.
There's
Yes.
that.
And
Yeah.
I'm sure they did not take it out on you guys.
Oh,
No.
yes. No, not, never. Never have I been
Never.
called names. Never.
Why did you guys
got a
want to become?
postcard in the mail.
Why did you want to become poll workers? Because
I
that seems like the
didn't.
craziest thing in the world.
I didn't.
Okay.
I got asked to do it one time, and somehow I'm still here 20 years later.
So you got to kind of like it a little bit.
No.
So you were undemocratically made to be a part of democracy. It sounds
Yeah,
like somebody
pretty much.
forced you in there. Okay, yeah.
Like, because I said yes, and now because I continue to do it, I ethically, morally think I should continue to do it.
Sure.
So I keep doing it
I hear you.
and keep taking on more jobs.
Well, that's where you're crazy. And
That's where
part.
I'm crazy.
Yeah.
Well, she's great because my husband's the ward leader, so that's why I'm working.
Gotcha.
He's in charge,
Yes,
so,
and-
but she will do anything for him. She
Yes,
does
I do.
everything. She does the most for the ward.
Gotcha.
So
I
Sure.
do the most. Yeah,
Gotcha.
I do
Yeah.
anything he says.
she does.
One
And
thing-
offers more.
One thing I found out: poll workers get paid
Yeah.
for election day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
That
I've
answer is a
seen
little
250,
telling.
I've seen
Yeah.
300. I've seen that
Not
people
in
are
Pennsylvania.
not in Pennsylvania.
Not in Philadelphia.
It's very telling there.
200
Okay, yeah.
if you do the training, it's 225 or 250.
No.
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 250, I think we're up to now. 245 judges get.
Okay.
Judges
okay.
get 245.
So
Yeah.
poll workers get 240.
And that's for how
Judges
many
only
hours?
get $5 more.
How many
Okay.
hours typically you work in a poll day?
I go at 6 a.m. and I'm out of there at 8:30, 9 o'clock.
Jesus
Yeah, so we
Christ!
get
All
there
right.
Boom.
like 6:15 and then 8. It's like
And we just got a raise. So
Just got a raise.
we were at 100 for the longest time.
I think I saw somewhere that Philadelphia found a couple $2 billion a surplus. So maybe they can get some over to the election judges and stuff, and they
Well,
let the
could
poll
you-
workers a
Couple
little
beans.
bit.
You could try to help us do that. That
Yeah,
would be
I know.
great.
Yeah,
That's what we're
100%.
gonna do,
maybe,
yeah.
maybe that could be your next podcast.
100%. We'll get the mayor on next.
Get the mayor.
Get the mayor on
Let's
next.
go.
Be like, hey, I know we have a lot of issues in this world, but the poll workers, We need to pay
Yes.
the poll workers.
Pay the poll workers.
The peons.
Yeah.
The peons.
Yeah.
The peons.
peons.
That's us.
Well,
the
I think there's
peons.
District Council 33, the trash workers. That would fight you on that
There's
one.
questions,
I don't
yeah.
know.
That's a story for another
Saw
day.
that strike.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
What are some things, since you guys are veterans, what are some things that have changed since you started in polling? Obviously, technology.
Well, yeah, the move from paper
Yeah.
to
Paper to electric was a biggie.
yeah, that's a biggie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When was that around electric that it came out?
2018,
2019, it was post-pandemic.
Wow, that recent. Okay.
Yeah, it was pre-pandemic, but we got the poll books post-pandemic.
Okay.
And that became the
we
iPad, right?
Yeah, we got the iPads. We just
Okay.
got them 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Is that it? Yeah.
2 years ago
Yeah.
we got them. Yeah.
How's the turnout changed since you guys have?
Well, I mean,
It varies. It depends.
Really, it does depend on the type of election, but just overall, like I think we're getting less because I think mail-in ballots are more a thing now,
Yeah.
and that became a lot during COVID. They started, doing a lot of the
Yeah.
mail-in ballots, but it really does, like Sue said, depend on the election. Like presidential, that'd be a huge turnout.
Yeah.
The last election, where there was, in May,
The
I think
midterm
we
wasn't
had
good.
No.
10%.
Yeah.
I think I had 12% total in
15
any of
in
my
our
divisions.
division.
Yeah,
Wow.
one
was-
division
it
I
was
had like
bad.
6%.
Yeah.
Now I know tomorrow is the big one. I think that everyone's looking at is the DA.
Yes.
I think there's a judge one that people are talking about, but that's more of just a
Retention.
The retention.
Mhm.
vote.
The retention of judges. yeah.
Now you two personally, is that music to your ears because you don't have to deal with more people, or do you still find
No,
yourselves?
it's a long day. The
Yeah,
busier
it's-
you are, the faster the day goes.
Right, like the one
Really?
year, I think it was 2020 we got there,
Okay.
the lines were out there. There was the presidential election. It was
Yeah,
2020, right?
2020.
And it was
out the door November.
And I mean,
and it never stopped.
like
Yeah.
I had like 690, let's say 95 registered voters. I probably got over like 500. The turnout was insane.
I had like 90% of my
Yep.
voters turned out.
That's what we had,
I had a
yep.
line all day long.
and you'd prefer that.
I prefer that.
Yes,
Absolutely.
It'll go fast.
So tomorrow
It'll
you
go
might be
fast.
slogging a little bit. You might have to what do some poll
So-
workers do? Do you got Sudoku? Do you got crossword puzzles? Like, are you guys allowed to like kind of have some off time or?
A couple
no,
beers,
we sit
break the
there.
day up.
Yeah, I know,
We sit
right?
there.
If only. If only. Yeah.
We sit there.
Yeah.
Take note of that. Alcohol would make it much better.
Yes.
I'm for that. I'll
Take
vote on
note of
that. A bottle of wine per worker sounds
Yeah,
good to me.
yeah,
I think
yeah.
that's totally
Yeah,
fair.
vodka, vodka in the water bottle.
Every 50 votes. Every 50
Yeah.
voters.
Every
Ed
50 votes get
Nielsen,
one
I
sip.
will
The
give
one
him
sip
credit.
he
He
does.
gives Ed Nielsen every election day brings us soft pretzels.
Yes,
So
he
he's
does.
allowed to do that. You guys are not allowed to. Are you guys allowed to provide water to people?
No, so
We don't normally.
We don't
Yeah.
normally.
I know
we-
Georgia has like a stickler for that one. There
no,
was like
we
that
don't
old
normally. We
case.
don't give out anything to our voters.
Got it.
No, they like
Our-
to dehydrate people in Georgia.
Yeah,
Yeah, apparently
I guess-
Georgia they had them like sitting out in the sun and like there's these like old people that were just like, hey, can we give them
Oh,
water?
when
And
they
they're
had
like,
the
you're going to get
lines.
arrested if you're a poll worker. Apparently,
Oh, I would
providing
see,
water. Oh, this is all Curb Your Enthusiasm episode too with Larry.
Yeah, I think it's the other
I-
poll workers in Georgia that get a lot of water thrown at them. So I think that's more of
I
their.
would
yeah.
I would give
Use
them
as a
water if
weapon.
they needed it. I really would.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would.
I would. Yeah,
Sometimes
I
they
would.
sit down, like the older people. We have
Yeah,
them
I'd
come
get
and they
chairs
sit down.
for
yeah.
them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think about the attitude of people? Has that changed since you guys have?
Oh,
been here?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been threatened a lot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
More recently.
Yes.
So how do you mean they're coming? I guess like during the voting process, like before they even start voting, they're
Yeah.
kind of on edge, or it's while it's happening. Like what does it look
They
like?
come in
normally?
like that.
But they come in like that.
Yeah.
They come in. They assume that they know what party I am, which I don't talk
Yeah.
about.
That's crazy.
No.
They assume that, and then, then they're talking amongst themselves, and I say to them, you have to take that 10 feet outside of the polling place. So you're more than welcome to talk about who you want to vote for, but please take it outside and go 10 feet. And then I
So
get
you
called
can't
names.
talk about who you're going to vote
No.
for 10
Not,
feet
no,
within
not
a.
inside the polling place. 10
Okay.
feet away from the polling doors.
Could you do like a
And you can't-
walkie-talkie situation? Could somebody outside of the place walkie-talkie in and say, "We love"?
I've had people on their phones,
Okay.
Like speakerphones.
on speakerphone,
Yeah.
and I tap them on the shoulder and say, you are not allowed to have somebody tell you who to vote for.
Okay. I have a guess.
People
Okay.
on speakerphones that are being told who to vote for as kind of a subliminal message to, I feel like, other voters on telling them to try to convince them who to vote for.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's and then you get called names because you say something.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're trying to keep.
You would
Because,
think it would-
because
Follow
you're
the
trying
rules.
to follow
We
the
like to follow
rules.
Yes.
the rules.
Because no matter what party I am, or no matter what party you are,
Yeah.
I'm going to follow the same rule.
Sure.
That's just me. That's me as a judge. That's the way I do it. I'm
We
ethical.
cannot compromise any election
I don't.
integrity at
I
all.
don't.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
You know,
I
so we
mean,
do,
I'm
we
sure
follow the
some
rules.
do. Maybe not. I don't know in other states or in the city or wherever, but I doubt it. But I don't.
Has anyone come up to you guys and been like, listen, I don't know who the hell I'm voting for, but I know it's a privilege and a right to do it.
No.
Can you tell me?
No.
No, we're not allowed.
I know you're not allowed, but has anyone ever come up
No.
to you guys?
I take them to the pink paper and I say, this is what it looks like inside. This is how you do it.
Yeah.
Can you come in with me? No, I'm a judge of elections. I cannot
Sure,
come in with
gotcha.
you. I can have anybody else come in with you. I can you can fill out a form for them to go in and help you. They don't want to fill out the form. Well, then come back to the pink paper and I'll show you exactly how to do it. You can pick who you want. It's just a touch of a screen. If you pick the wrong person, untouch it. That's
Gotcha.
it.
It's pretty easy.
It's pretty easy.
Yeah.
yeah.
And they're more willing to let me do that. But some of the older people, because, just think that I should go in and help them.
Right.
Or, that
Right.
we should go in and tell them what to do. No,
Has
I'm
that
not going
rule-
to tell you what to
Has
do.
that rule changed over time? Were you able to do that
No,
before?
judge of
No.
elections never been allowed inside of it.
But they obviously don't know you're a judge of elections. They think you're a poll worker like some other people, or unless you wear
Yeah,
a
I
special
mean,
Yeah, they
badge.
don't know your title.
They don't
just
know your
that you're-
title.
That you work the polls, and every
Gotcha.
time they come every 6 months, they've seen you for the past.
I
10
know.
years.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the same people that come in. Oh, there's my table. I know her from.
I guess that
before
does have to
this."
help, though, that you guys have been in the same district or
Yeah.
for.
I mean,
for
it
multiple
does.
years.
Yeah.
You say, Susie,
Yeah.
shut the hell up and just
They-
go in there and
Get a
vote.
grip.
I've had that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had that.
I mean, some of them too, like the older ones, don't bring their family with them. Like if they're coming from the husband, if they're the elderly and the husband, don't,
Gotcha.
like I think we have one blind.
Well, I have one blind too.
Yeah.
and somebody can help them or.
Do they do Braille or no?
No, he doesn't. His person that walks with him goes in the machine with him, and they sign the paper. So I don't know. Funny story, I guess.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, funny story. Yeah, stories.
Matt, our blind voter,
Yeah.
as his walkers walking him in and talking to us, walked him into the poll, into a poll,
Into an actual poll.
flat into a poll. And every time he comes to election day now, that's what he says. Sue, tell me that the poll's not in front of me. And I'm like, the poll's not in front of you. Come on, I'll help you.
There's too many polls in one day. Getting
Yeah,
hit by a
yeah,
poll
right,
at a poll.
right, yeah.
Poor
He
guy.
laughs about it, so we can.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, that would be
At
scary.
first, it was like, but he started laughing right away. Like,
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
I can
But,
imagine. I can imagine it's
you know-
full of a lot of stuff going on. So going back to, the fact that people can't wear something that's like openly supportive of a candidate. It sounds like you guys have had instances where you've had to kind of reprimand that. Do you ever get the fight back? Do you get somebody who's
I've had to call the DA.
Usually
I've had to call the
people
cops.
that come in doing that are normally like argumentative,
Argumentative
Yeah.
to begin with.
confrontational Anyway.
yeah.
On Facebook too much.
Yeah.
Watching
Yeah,
too many
a lot of
TikTok
Facebook.
AI videos.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, it sounds like my grandma walking in there. That
Yeah.
sounds very
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, sorry
She's
about my
walking
uncle.
in though with like a vote for Ross Perot kind of shirt, and I'm like, Grandma, you missed the boat. Yeah,
Yeah.
don't even worry about
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Would that be like an illegal thing if you put like a candidate from 30 years ago in there?
Yeah, like a Reagan Bush
You
86.
could
Yeah,
do that.
something.
You could do that as
Okay.
long as they're not on the
Oh, is it?
election.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
As long
Yeah,
as
that
they're
makes
not
sense.
running
Means
this
dead.
election.
Okay.
Back to back World War II champs.
Yeah, your vote for Pedro shirt still.
Listen, if
There you go.
if I wear a red or red, white, and blue, or a blue shirt,
Yeah.
sometimes certain voters yell at me because I have a specific color on. So
Wow.
I've learned.
Yeah, I try to go.
I've learned not to wear blue or red on election day.
True. If Maddie was a poll worker tomorrow and he showed up looking like this, what do you think they would think?
They would have something to say. Some of them.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Isn't that
Yeah.
interesting? So that the American flag itself is somewhat
Yes.
politicized.
Yes.
How about that? Okay,
I wear
interesting.
my
They see
army.
red literally.
Yeah,
I
really.
wear my army mom shirt sometimes, and I get criticized for that.
Really?
Really? I feel like that one has
That's
to be
crazy.
That one has to be. You got to let that one go. That
Yeah,
one
you'd
has to
think.
be null and void. That should be 100% success rate.
No.
Maybe it's maybe it's a Navy person. Maybe they're going
No,
go
it's,
Navy. Be
it's,
Army.
Yeah,
it's
true.
it's the voter that doesn't like me to begin with, so he's going to say,
He'll find
he or
anything
she is
wrong.
going to say something.
You always got one.
Always, there's more
Always
than
got
one.
one.
More
Uh,
than one.
Way more
You're
than
not
one.
saying
Way
this,
more
but
than
I'll say,
one.
what a
Yes.
bastard. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like this
Way
guy.
more than one.
Yeah.
Wow.
What's so what's kind of some of like the misinformation or the conspiracy theories that you guys are hearing from like voters and stuff, like when you are kind of being like, hey, just do this, and I'm sure there's some offhanded remarks or some off-color comments and stuff. Like, is there anything specific that you guys are hearing when people are coming over to the polls and just being like, well, I hope you guys are doing your due diligence today because I don't want no election fraud or something like that?
Oh, I get told
yeah,
all the time.
Yeah, like even our family members tell us that they,
Yeah.
certain things, election fraud. I'm like, I sit there for 13 hours a day, and we do everything at the end. We run all the slips, and they, and we send them down to the city, and they still don't believe, even
Yeah.
though I work there, and I tell them they don't believe.
Yeah, I couldn't be the patience you guys have. I couldn't be a poll worker because I'd be throwing out jokes the entire day.
You have to bite your tongue.
yeah, I couldn't
You're
bite
not
my
allowed
tongue.
to. You're not allowed to say a word.
I'd get an ulcer.
I have too many
You just have
ulcers,
to
yeah.
get used to it. I guess
You just have to get used to it. You get a hard skin.
You guys ever? I know a big thing right now is like hidden camera stuff. Like I know who just released the Oculus. Facebook. They do it a lot with like just regular like looking glasses. Like Clark Kent wears like these black glasses stuff. Have you guys had any YouTubers or maybe somebody from a political party who's trying to catch you guys in a lie? I feel like that content has been out of control since 2020.
Yeah.
Presidential May, right at the end of election, like right when the polls were ready to close, I had 4 people come in that wanted to sign up to vote, and were videotaping me because I told them that they had to already have been signed up to vote before they could vote.
Gotcha.
And they were videotaping me, telling me that I was not allowing them their legal right.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
I did have that.
And do you think they were doing it intentionally, or they
I
just
think
totally
that they
didn't
did it
know?
intentionally. They literally walked in at 2 minutes before election day was over.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it was intentional. I mean, they ran in and ran right up to me. Like, they knew what they were
They
doing.
were looking for something.
They were
Sure.
looking for something.
Like a confrontation and say, okay, gotcha. And you explained to them, hey, it's past the
Yep.
closing time.
Yep.
How about
you had
that?
to, this was the date that you had to sign up by. This
And you
is
have to
the number
register
that you
it,
can
like,
call.
weeks before the election. It's
Yeah.
not like you can even sign up if
Yeah.
You can't sign up the day of. And they didn't
Not a-
understand
yeah.
why, and they wanted to sit there and argue it with
Hand
me.
up. I've forgotten to register.
Come
Like,
on,
can't
dude.
go. Sorry,
What are you
can't go.
talking about?
It's my fault. It's on me.
That's
It's on
unbelievable.
me. I voted in the last 2. So,
Have you voted for more elections or more American Idol winners?
man, I voted for more Dancing with the Stars.
That's a good one.
Contestants than I have elections in the
Oh,
last
yeah.
decade.
Yeah,
So
that's pretty fair.
I like Andy Richter. I'm sorry.
Voting for
I
our
hope
next
he wins.
Our next president, Kelly Clarkson. Hopefully,
Yeah,
so, yeah.
Sanjaya, that bastard Sanjaya should have won.
Yeah.
They should have won.
Now he's running in New York.
Oh, great. What's is it easy to stop voter fraud?
I think we have
I
probably some safeguards in
I think we
place,
have
I
a.
would
I,
think.
th-
the
I think
machines,
now we
there's
have
not-
more safeguards than we did when it was on paper.
Yeah.
I absolutely
Got
do.
it. Okay. How about both mail-ins and both in person? You think?
Yes.
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 Okay. No, it's just because that's like the talking point. That's the sticking point for everybody that they talk about. But I was reading something that it was like a couple people who actually believed in like fraudulent voter fraud. That was like tearing apart the elections. All they did was just go to one of the trainings, and they were just like, "Oh, there's no chance you could vote twice," or "Oh, there's no chance that you could commit voter fraud without a legitimate like foolproof plan." So like these people who are coming to you guys and like, talking about their like misinformation or their conspiracy theories and everything, it just feels like everybody should just go through training. Like a training. Like you should sign up to be a poll worker if you don't believe that
Yes.
the elections are fair.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right, that's what I mean.
Absolutely.
They don't know. I didn't think they don't know what goes on behind the scenes, so it's easy for them to say, "Oh, voter fraud." Like I said, we have family members that do it, and it's you sit there and you tell them. But I mean, because they just think they go in. I mean, they basically think they could probably go in and then come in with a bag on their head and register, under like
Under a
somebody
different
else's
name.
name,
Little Halloween
and then,
wig?
yeah,
Sure.
and then go in there and vote. That it's not that easy. It's not. But yeah, you're right. Like they only see the part when they walk in. They vote.
They don't
If
have to
they
give any
sign-
ID.
right.
That's the biggest thing.
Yes,
That's
that's
what-
a big.
That's a
Yes.
big sticking point for a lot of
Yes.
people is that they don't have to
Yes.
show ID.
Would it be easier for you guys if there were stricter voting ID rules? Would it be easier for you guys personally? If you had to show ID to vote?
I think
'Cause I
it
thought
would
you
take
did.
longer.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, for the longest time and that's the big sticking point. That's why people think
one
there's
time
fraud,
they had
'cause
to.
you don't have to
One
show your
time you
ID.
had to show ID.
Yeah.
We did it one time.
When was that?
My dad was still alive, so he's been dead 9 years. So
Yeah.
10, 11 years ago, maybe.
Okay.
12.
Yeah.
Okay.
One time.
But that's
Well,
the big sticking point. Everybody's like, you should have to show ID. You should have to show ID.
So people voted to show ID, and then people didn't want to show ID, and then it went back to no showing ID.
Got it.
So what is the fundamental understanding that, like, because in my understanding, I would think anything you do in life, you have to prove who you are for the most part. Why is it that voting is one of the few things that it seems like you can just kind of show up and say, "This is my name," verify your address by word, and then you're trusted on that? Why is that the case, do you think?
I honestly don't know.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
I honestly don't have an answer for that.
I
Yeah.
said a lot of people say, "Oh, why you
Yeah.
need ID to do that? Why don't you need ID to vote?" So
Right.
I don't know. Some people just come in and automatically
automatically
hand
hand
you
it
their
to you.
registration or automatically
Yeah.
hand you their driver's license. So I'll just look them up using that, but it's not required.
Yeah, I hear you on that one because it's like you got to show ID to buy beer, obviously to be 21. But I checked into a hotel room like a couple weeks ago. I had to show ID, and I'm just thinking like,
Sometimes it's
Yeah.
Sometimes it does say that they have to show ID,
it
like
the
if they're
first time they
voted
vote or
the first
something?
time they voted in there, or if they've moved.
It'll say ID required.
It'll
Got
say
it.
You
ID
have to-
required, and then you have to do
so
it.
tomorrow I will have to because I recently just moved to this apartment, and it'll be
You
a
may
different
have
polling
to, you
place.
may not. If you're, it depends on if you've moved polling places.
Depends on if they're a
completely.
Democrat or Republican. They can just tell
No,
me.
it doesn't
They
have
tell me
anything to do
you
with
look
Democrat
like
or
Yeah, you
Republican.
seem like
you
which
seem
you
like
can
you're
tell.
voting for my side.
This
I'll
has
tell you what.
nothing to do with Democrat or Republican.
You
It
guys
has
aren't
to
saying
do
this.
with-
You guys aren't saying this, but I went and voted yesterday. I could tell you off rip who's voting for who walking into these polling places.
Yes, you can.
I see a lot of
Yes, you can.
camouflage. I say, I know where you're going,
Oh,
brother.
you guys,
I got
you
that
guys can
locked
pick
in.
them out of the litter, pick them out of the little police
Yeah.
lineup.
Because it says on the screen where what they
Oh,
are.
okay.
but
Yeah,
it does.
We
It
play
does.
a little. It's a fun game. Makes
Oh,
it
sure.
It's a fun game.
You're gonna need to play that game tomorrow when there's only
Yeah,
200 people
it's-
showing up.
It's,
Yeah.
it's a fun game.
Yeah,
That's a great game.
Sure, and of course it's not.
There's
just one
nothing
of you
wrong with
guys
that.
said,
Just, you know,
from
we
my
all-
perspective,
Look,
it
I
was a
get
dead
yelled
giveaway.
at not even sitting behind a table. I could be across the room, and my poll workers will be signing them in, and they're yelling at me because they know that I'm, the judge of
the
election.
chief.
Because I've been
Yeah.
there for so long, they know I'm the judge,
Yeah.
or they'll send them to me, and I get yelled at.
Sure.
It's my fault. It's
So-
my fault that they can't vote. It's my fault that they didn't bring their mail-in ballot with them.
Right.
What do you mean I have to go back home to get it? You do.
Yeah.
What's the burnout look like for poll workers? Are many people quitting over like safety issues
So
or?
I have trained, and we were just talking about this on the way here. I've trained 9 people to be judge, and 9 people worked one day and they never came back.
Okay, that's kind of like the
Yeah.
last episode where we were in a haunted fort, and they would train those people, and they were just scared of the ghost, so they wouldn't leave and never come back.
Yeah.
They are
You've
oddly
trained-
similar jobs.
Election
yeah.
day is a long day.
Yeah.
You have to mentally prepare for it to be a long day.
100%. Raise the pay.
Yeah,
That
that's
too.
it.
That
and that's
too.
the thing.
I
I,
got you
think
guys.
like a lot of people don't volunteer because it's not, or they
It's
think it's
not
so long.
worth-
I mean, there are
it's-
people who come one day and they're like, "I'm not doing this again." I mean, you eventually get used to it.
I mean,
Like,
if you
she
think
and I
about
just-
it, I go at 6:00 in the morning. I leave there at 8:30 at night, 9:00. By the time I
go
take
when
the
it's dark
boxes,
and come out
whatever.
when
Right.
Yeah, I go in when it's dark. I come home when it's dark. So it's 14, 15 hours
long day.
for $200. It's not worth it to some people.
No, 100%.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone would disagree with that.
So if you're into politics or you're into the democracy of it and you're into making sure that it's run right, then I do it.
right.
I did see a poll
You know.
though that poll workers are trusted more than like if elections are run by elected officials. Like you guys are. I know we're saying like everyone's kind of tough on you guys and everything,
Makes sense.
but you guys are more trusted, and I think it's like 70-80%
I didn't see that.
in a
That's
poll.
interesting.
Yeah, I think it was a Pew Trust poll or something like that.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Why do you think that? Why do you think people? Maybe you're
Probably because we're one of them.
Probably because
Yeah.
we're one of them.
You know
Sure.
what I mean? Like a lot
Yeah.
of people might not trust elected officials or think they're only out for themselves.
Sure.
So if you
Or
have-
think they're only out for, certain people.
Right.
Or
So
they've
if
only
you're-
out for their agenda.
God, the irony, that shows where we're at as a country, is that you're
does.
trusting an elected official less because they were elected in doing the thing that you're voting for. That's
It does.
really tumultuous. Oh
But
my
I
God.
do agree that all 50 states should vote the same
Oh,
way.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
absolutely
yeah.
think that it should
understand
be.
how it's-
I don't
'cause
understand how
everybody-
it's not.
It's even different dates. Like the only one that's the same date as a presidential election every
Yeah.
4
Sure.
years. Like the general for that one. Like it's just I don't understand.
It should
how
be
it's
straight
not.
across the board.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes
It
no
should be.
sense at all.
Why do you think states are having such a tough time finding poll workers? I think I saw the average age of a poll worker in the United States is 61,
Yep.
and
Mm-hmm.
I believe that Pennsylvania is actually one of the worst.
Yes.
Have one of the lowest poll worker turnouts. Why do you think it's like that.
because it's a long day,
It's a
because
long
you
day.
get yelled at a lot,
Right.
because you.
And people maybe don't want to waste like a vacation day at work. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not going to waste my vacation day and go work 14 hours.
Especially our age, man.
Yeah.
Everyone's
Yeah.
a freaking gig worker.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
really is. It's kind of a
Everyone's
good
everyone's
thing.
an entrepreneur. Everyone's
Yeah.
doing this. Everyone's an influencer. Like it's like, you know, you obviously do have your white collar jobs, but you also have a lot of blue collar jobs.
Look, I'm on
People are doing.
disability and I do it.
Yeah, right.
Sure.
I mean,
Or
it's
like,
like
you said, 61, it might be like retired people or
Yeah.
older people, people that have just doing it will be
Yeah.
61 and still doing it
Yeah.
because we've been doing it since,
Yeah, well,
you know, whatever.
I'll be
Yeah,
80
people don't
and
want to
still
take off
doing it with
work.
your husband.
People
He ain't
don't-
gonna let me off.
Sure,
just
sure.
don't- people just don't want to get involved in things. Like that.
No, they don't.
It seems, yeah, like a very.
They want to pass the buck and say that something's wrong, but they don't want to do
They'll
something
complain
to make.
about it, but they're not going to say, because anytime somebody complains, I'm like, oh, why don't you become a poll worker? If you think
Yeah.
that, you know, there's voter fraud, come and see, work for the day and see what you think.
I had that come
Yeah.
back and bite me in the ass, though.
What happened?
So I said that to somebody, and he did come back and during presidential, and then proceeded to not say the person's name, but you're going to vote for him or you're going to vote for, constantly.
Yeah.
And I was like, you can't say that in here. Well, why not? I'm not saying his name because you can't say that to the voters.
Oh,
it
they
was
were
him
going
versus
just-
her
There's
election.
a
Oh,
him
sure,
versus
sure,
her
sure.
election. I mean, you can't do that.
He's like, oh, you fucking pronouns, fucking
Don't blow
fucking
up.
I mean,
Listen.
I
Now you gotta
called,
be even more guessed
listen,
There's two hers. Jill Stein, technically, it could have
I
been
called
Jill.
the city commissioners. I called the DA. I had so many people down there talking to him. Yeah, he ain't never going to be a poll worker again.
They give you guys like a certain text number or a certain phone that gets you right to the bat phone. So that
We have a number, yeah.
if something goes
And
off,
we have a phone, yeah.
how many on a busy one like the presidential election? How many calls are we making typically an election cycle?
I call the cops quite frequently,
Yeah.
to be perfectly honest. in
Any
my
good
division.
examples?
Yeah, I had somebody in the machine for 45 minutes that wasn't coming out.
What were they doing in there?
She don't know. She had Daisy Dukes on, and
Hell yeah!
I was not in the room when she went in, and nobody could tell me who was in there. And when I tapped through through the curtain and said, "Can I help you? Do you need help?" She threatened me, and then I called the cops, and I called her. Her husband actually called me, and I was like, "I just called the cops." He's like, "I'm close. I'm coming." And as she walked out of the machine, sang "Happy Birthday" to me.
Okay,
It wasn't a birthday.
it wasn't
It
your birthday.
wasn't
Okay,
my
I was gonna
birthday.
say.
Yeah.
But there
She's working up the courage.
There was that.
Yeah,
There was that. Yeah.
yeah. Okay, a lot of
yeah.
propositions that
That's-
year she had to read over.
That's got to
That
be
was a lot.
embarrassing.
It
If
was
she,
a lot.
yeah.
There was a lot said in between that I'm not going to say on this podcast.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
let's put it out that yeah.
Colorful language.
I can
colorful
imagine.
language.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she spent 45 minutes in there trying to think of a song to sing to you, and she came out with "Happy Birthday," and she was like,
Birthday.
"I had all that
Fine,
time."
like,
Happy
That's true.
birthday.
Come on, yeah.
And you think it was like the colorful language, like she couldn't have done like 369?
Maybe
you
6'7",
know,
some keep the kids
6'7",
honest.
yeah.
Her
Little scroll
colorful language had all the seniors that were in the room. Like I shuffled them out the door.
They're pretty
'Cause
aghast.
It was bad.
Sure.
It was so bad you had to shuffle the seniors out.
Yeah, the seniors' jaws were on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was that bad.
Is there like a sobriety indication that you're supposed to keep tabs on if
well,
somebody
I
comes
was not,
in?
This was a division that I normally was judge in, but somebody had taken my box, so I just left it and went to another division. So this person didn't know anything about being a judge of election. He was sitting behind the table. He didn't know who was in the machine, couldn't tell me who was in the machine, knew that she was in there for 45 minutes. And it just went downhill quick.
Yeah,
sure.
It really went downhill quick. And the seniors were like,
The seniors.
I can only.
like,
I guess so. We're getting back to just. It's a dumb question, but
Yeah.
is there a rule? Can you vote drunk?
I don't know that I would let somebody in there drunk, but
Yeah.
I don't know that there's a rule.
Yeah, but like
Okay,
it's
okay.
like, you know, me and Mac have 6 beers.
Yeah, we say let's go pick
In
the
one an
president.
hour, we go. Let's go pick some. Let's
go pick the
some
president. Let's
Yeah,
have
let's go
fun.
pick the president.
Live it up for once.
I think if you're capable to walk in, I'd
Yeah.
let you.
Right.
Yeah.
If you could smell it on us,
Yeah, I
But
don't
we're not-
think that there's
we're
a
not
rule.
causing an issue.
So
There's
no
if you're not
rule.
causing
Yeah,
an
no,
issue, you
right.
can go in.
How about
I'll
that?
let you in.
Interesting. Okay.
you know what? I think the turnouts for the midterms I think more people would have came out if they knew that they could have 6 beers down
just
at
like-
McNally's and then head over to your guys' place or Ron Pub or whatnot.
Just like it's a stressful decision. I'd love to have a beer before I can make my mind up. I can imagine it's a lot going on. Might be in my
Well, you're
future.
bringing us one with you.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah,
I'll see you. I'll see you in the
More
parking lot.
more
Yeah.
pay, more booze for the poll workers. That's the name of this podcast. More pay, more
There you
booze.
go.
Yes.
So I do want to talk to you guys about, because it was like we were at the forefront of it, the 2020 election. That must have been insane.
Insane.
Now you guys are in the Northeast. I know in the Center City there was a lot of problems. Fishtown, I remember there was a lot of
There
problems.
was a lot of problems in the Northeast.
Okay, there's a lot of problems in the Northeast. What do you remember from those times? Any stories? Any examples? Kind of what was it? What was it like?
It's a blur. It's a blur.
Yeah, it was a busy.
It was a
I mean, people were waiting
busy.
in line for hours.
Hours.
Yeah.
Like we got there at 6:15 and the line was wrapped around the building.
Yeah.
Oh my
So who
God.
knows how long they were even there?
So
and then they
we
were not
get
getting in.
we get paper copies of the questions that are on the ballot. So I literally sent somebody out to make copies of them, and I was passing them to every third person so that they could read them, so that when they got in there, they didn't have
it's
that
quick,
part
yeah.
to do.
Right.
So I was like shuffling down the line, and it sort of made it go a little bit faster, but not really. And in the building that we're in is like a hallway. So there's a room over here and a room over here. So I had a line going down this side, a line going down this side, and a line coming out of the gym going out the back door. It was horrible.
Oh.
And what's some of the experiences like you remember? Like, do you remember just like the emotion, the tension, just being like in line? Even people, were there like ever any some problems?
No, I don't think that there was as many problems in 2020 as there is now,
Really?
or that there was prior. I think 2020 problem-wise was not bad.
Yeah. Do you think it's because due to like the social distancing, or was it not even that? That wasn't even the case.
They weren't social distance.
They weren't social distancing.
Oh, jeez.
I did wear a mask.
Yeah.
They were not social.
They were not social distancing, and they were on top of people.
Okay.
They didn't care. They, the voters didn't care.
Yeah.
We tried. I tried
Right.
handing them out gloves. They
Yeah, we
didn't
had
want
hand
them.
sanitizer, we had
for-
gloves, we had masks, like
We had
everything.
I spray in the machines every so many minutes, and they were like, "Can you not spray it? I want to vote."
That's
I'm
what about.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm
I
trying
guess
to
at
help
some point
you
you just gotta throw
sanitize
you
here.
gotta throw your hands up and just be like, "Fuck it, dude. You get COVID, you get COVID.
Yeah,
Let's just get
I
this
mean,
shit
yeah.
through. Let's
Hope
get
it's
home."
worth it to you.
Yeah.
Hope it's worth-
seriously.
yeah, I mean that's about where you're at.
Okay. Yeah, hey, listen, I respect that. But you think there's been like more tensions in lines like since 2022, 2024?
I haven't had as many lines in my divisions
Okay.
that I
It's been
did in
very light.
2020.
Got it.
I mean, we have certain busy times.
Yeah.
Like,
Even
first
the
thing
last
in the morning.
presidential one wasn't, but I think it's the mail-in ballots.
I think the mail-in
more
ballots is the
people
issue.
Are doing mail-in ballots
Right.
now.
Yeah, we
And
didn't
that's
have-
increased since the pandemic started
Gotcha.
in 2020.
Yeah.
So that's why.
We didn't have the lines nowhere near this presidential than we did 2020.
No. Especially because
People trying to get the fuck out of their houses.
Time and
Wow.
vote
Yeah,
and
and they can do the mail-in ballots.
mail-in.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Have you? So you've seen, new voters coming to the fold, a new crop of 18-year-olds coming in. Do you notice like a trend with the new voters, or how they go about it, or anything? Is there anything you're picking up on with the new folks?
I do. If I know that they're new and it's their first time voting, I do ask them if they want me to take their picture.
Oh, nice.
deal
And
about
I
it.
take their picture standing by the curtain.
Do you offer to make them a TikTok?
No, I do not offer to make them a TikTok,
really what
but
they're
I will
looking for.
That's
take
what they
their
really
picture.
want.
Yeah.
They
that
want
what
you to
they
record
want?
them making a
Probably doing their
TikTok.
own
Okay.
TikTok,
They're
integrated
probably
with
making their own
iPad.
TikTok,
Yeah.
truthfully.
Yeah, they don't need
I
our
don't
help
go in
for
with
that.
them, but I do take their picture if they want to.
Maybe that's what the Daisy Dukes was doing.
She was waiting for you to make a
Maybe
TikTok.
that's
Yeah.
what she was
Trying to make a
doing.
TikTok.
There's that.
Poor girl's
Maybe
in there
that's-
shaking ass for hours. She's waiting for you to come in with the camera. Yeah.
That could be. I might have to look into that.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
Are you allowed to take a picture of who you vote for and put it online, or is that against
I do not think you're allowed to.
Yeah.
like us personally? Like we're not like.
I don't know the answer to that,
Yeah.
truthfully.
Neither do I, actually, no.
How about we call the wizard in? Do you know?
You're not supposed to, but we're also not supposed to stop yet.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Like,
Gray
I would
area.
not know that you're taking a picture
Right.
inside there.
Because the curtain's closed. so
And
we
the
don't
curtain's
see.
closed, and I'm not obviously on Facebook to look you up to see if you did it.
No.
100%.
But yeah, I would. If they asked if they could do it, I would tell them no.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Cool.
just because I think that morally and ethically it's wrong.
I think that makes sense.
Don't want to tell people
Well,
who they've
A
yeah.
lot of people,
I
that,
think you'd be
that's
kind of nuts
true.
to post what you.
You're going to be attacked.
Opening a can of
At
worms
this
either
point,
way.
yeah.
Yes,
At this
yeah,
point,
like-
there's no right or wrong side at this point.
There's only
You're-
write-ins. That's the only way you can
Yeah.
get away with it. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't. So, do you see like what's the common mistakes that you see from people that are coming in to vote? You know, just kind of like small things to like larger things that you see pretty often. Like, are they waiting the wrong place in line? Do they not know where they're going? Giving the wrong name, kind of
So-
thing.
We're a private community. We have 90% of the voters live in our community. Some live outside of it. But they've come to the same place. We have 3 rooms, 3 divisions. They go to the same place to vote each time. They'll walk in and say, I don't know where I have to vote. And I'll be like, you vote in the gym.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, oh, really? Yeah. You vote in room 7. I don't think I voted there last year. Yes, you did.
Did.
Yeah.
You did. Trust me, you did. Go down there.
Same school's been around
I
forever.
now
Yeah.
get neon paper, like poster board, and I put on the front of my tables
What division?
streets,
Yeah.
what streets vote in that division.
Oh, you do? You do
I
that?
do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because they swear that they don't vote there, and I'm like, yes, you do.
Right. It is a bit confusing. Like I had this on. I'm just drawing from Sunday. My first time voting on Sunday, and I'm 29, so I'm not proud of it.
It was your
but
first time voting ever?
first time voting
You were
ever.
giving me
Okay.
shit 20
Yeah.
minutes ago.
I was in the.
He was.
Yeah.
I was there. Yeah,
That was
he
it, too, yeah.
No, you guys forgot about. You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. Don't worry about that. No.
You're their worst nightmare.
Yeah.
That's right. Sorry, guys. Well, I love your
Wait
work.
until
I
you're
appreciate
29?
it. Yeah.
Complain and that whole time because I say you can't complain if you don't vote.
See, I
Yep.
complained a lot. I did a
And
lot
that's
of
it.
complaining.
You can't
That's my
complain if
role.
you
I
don't
say
vote.
you can't
So
complain if you
now,
don't vote.
as of yesterday at 2 p.m., I can complain as much as I want about the New Jersey governor. That's the extent of my complaining.
Yeah,
So-
it's true. I don't want to hear you complain about the president.
That's right. I can't say a single word. So I'll keep that.
Not till
mum's.
2028.
Well, the
Yeah.
one thing I'll complain about is that they give you the place on where to vote. So I go there. It's Sunday at 11 a.m. and I walk up to it's a church,
Okay.
and then the church has a middle school in the back, like kind of normal Catholic school setup. So I'm wandering around the school as a grown man, wearing all black, which is a bad move on my part.
Sure.
Just kind of wandering around a school and a church early in the morning. Not a great look.
Yeah.
So somebody's walking down the street, and I try to yell for their name because I can't find out where to go. So I yell for them, and they don't turn and acknowledge me. I'm kind of out of earshot. So I finally find the actual front of the church, and there's a sign that says the 8 a.m. Mass is at 8 a.m. The 10:30 a.m. Mass is a hearing impaired Mass. So at this point, I started my morning by yelling at somebody who's hearing impaired, trying to get their attention to find out where I was going. Off to a horrific start. And I felt guilty. I said my Our Father as it was going on.
I would have turned around and I would have continued your streak of not voting.
I almost went home, but my girlfriend was like, if you don't vote today, I'm not talking to you for the rest of the day. So it's a rock and a hard place.
I can't.
So then I just spend the next half an hour wandering around a school, pulling on doors that are locked. It was
Talking to more deaf people.
just trying to find somebody to help me, and then come to find out that is the day of election place. I had to go to the early voting place that was 5 minutes down the road.
God.
So that was my first voting story. I will be back. I'll vote again, but
Yeah.
There you
it was
go.
a tough
Yeah.
intro.
I mean, at least you can go to your poll worker and be like, I've never voted here next
That's
time.
then I can mean it too.
And you
Yes.
can mean
Yeah,
it
we
too.
can't tell you.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was a tough one.
Damn.
I walked into the church and everything, and everybody was just kind of like silently facing forward, and I was like,
I
"Wow, they're
wonder
really
why.
locked in."
Did you do one of the candle lights with the dollar? You put
No.
the dollar
Yeah,
in.
Yeah.
Because I can't go.
The
I
special
can't go.
intention.
I can't go into a church without putting in the dollar in and just turning the
Well,
candle on.
I'll tell you what, as somebody who was raised Catholic,
Money they make off that.
it was hard to tell that there was a sign language mass going on because the Catholic religion has so many hand signs that I thought it was just a normal church happening.
They also changed it to Latin like 5 years ago.
That's right.
How do
yeah.
you translate Latin with the?
What a pulling the rug from
Ooh.
under them. Yeah,
Could you
it's a
imagine doing
lot.
the Nicene Creed and? My goodness, give that woman. That woman's got to have
God
carpal
bless,
tunnel.
God
Yes.
bless them.
Oh.
Doubly God bless them.
Yep.
My goodness.
Oh man.
Any changes you'd like to see in how elections are run? Besides it being federally mandated, so everybody has the same rules.
I think that's the biggest one.
What about online voting?
No.
Never.
No. I think that there's too much ways to get hacked online
True.
that I would think that it's not going to wash.
Mm-hmm.
I would think there'd be more fraudulent ways to do fraud online voting than the way that it's done.
Sure.
Right.
But in the iPad, is that housing it via internet? Like when you say you have the book on
So
the
that's,
iPad.
that's
Yeah,
oh,
but
you're
that's-
signing in there.
you're just
And
signing
then
that's all. Okay.
the
ballots
the ballots
in the-
go into a hopper thing,
Yeah.
and it's locked.
Right.
Yes, and
And
that's
I can't even get in it.
the
Sure.
night you
Really?
have to put it in a bag, and the police come and
The
pick
police
that
come
up
and pick it up.
and transport it to.
Yeah,
the
I
city
can't even. I
commissioner's
can't
office.
open
that's
the
good.
hopper and
No.
like shake it in case
Nope.
it's jammed. but it's locked with a cable, and
Yeah,
I can't
it's
even get
not-
into it.
Yeah, you couldn't get into it if you.
Yeah, even if I wanted to, I couldn't get
Yeah,
into
the
it.
iPad is just you're signing your name. It has nothing to do with your
Nothing
votes.
to do with your
Gotcha.
vote. It's
All
just
in
you
that
signing your
machine.
name.
Okay.
And the machines are just like big computer screens.
Gotcha.
What about? I know some states do this. What about treating poll workers like a jury system, where every couple of years you're selected and you're doing your civic duty, and you got to be a poll
More
worker.
people hate it, I think.
I think that would be
I mean,
worse.
it would be a way to get
It
more
would-
people
it
to
would
do
be a
it,
way to-
but that would be like.
It would be worse because then the people
They
that are
wouldn't care.
working wouldn't want to do it. They wouldn't do it
care.
right. They wouldn't care. Like the poll workers
Yeah.
that do it every time.
So you think it's more beneficial for Pennsylvania to struggle to get poll workers than forcing people to do their civic
No,
duty?
I think that Pennsylvania needs to raise the.
They need to make some changes.
They need to make some changes.
Like what?
pay them more.
Pay them more
Sure.
is a big one. I think paying them more.
Do you
is-
think
is-
election day is too long?
I do.
Yes.
Really?
Yes, I do.
Yes.
And it's hard because like
Because
I know,
people work. I
it
understand
is, like,
people
I'm
work.
a nurse and I used to work 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. So
But we have mail-in ballots now, so for
right,
that
so
type of
that would-
situation,
right.
they
Yeah.
could do a mail-in
there is-
ballot.
right? You know, whereas before I had to like rush home and get it there before 8 o'clock if
Yeah.
I had to work that day.
Yeah,
so
I
then
do think
people
that
work
it's-
different shifts and so
I do think that
It-
it's
but-
too long.
Sure.
Of a day.
yeah.
I gotta imagine. Obviously, I think mail-in ballots have been around for a while, right?
Yeah. Quite a while.
And they just became
least from my
mainstream
understanding.
around
Yes.
like 2020,
Right.
and so
Right.
everyone's
Yeah.
kind of like
Pandemic, yes.
everyone on one side's kind of like screw mail-in ballots. Other
Right.
people on one side are like, I vote through mail-in ballots. I gotta imagine as we get further and further, as long as we don't have some crazy more conspiracy theories or something does end up happening with mail-in ballots, people are going to gradually become more confident and willing to vote by mail-in ballots. Like I'm thinking a 12-year-old now in two election
I
cycles.
think that the younger people are more confident with, and not younger just meaning like teenage, younger, 18. I think the younger generation is more than the seniors are. The seniors are more not to do the mail-in ballots.
Those
Yes, they
motherfuckers,
wanna come to the
they
polling
love
booth
mail-in
fast.
stuff.
Who does?
But they want to come.
Seniors.
They
Oh,
want to
seniors,
come
yeah.
to the old-fashioned way of how they
Yeah.
go there and vote
that,
at the machine.
That part, yes, like voting.
Got it.
It's just old school.
Old
They've
school.
done it all their
They've
life
done it
like
all their
that,
life. That's
and
all they've
that's what-
known. They're
Whereas now
not-
the younger people are like, oh, mail-in ballots.
They
This is
didn't
gonna,
have technology
Right.
back then either. They
Right.
didn't have computers. They
So
didn't
then
have
maybe
cell
they
phones.
just don't trust it.
So they may not trust it. I think that the people that are computer savvy and know that this is a good way are more apt to do it.
Sure.
They'll send cash in the mail, but they don't trust the mail-in
Absolutely.
ballot.
Yes, like my
Unbelievable.
aunt sends my
Absolutely.
cousin $20 on a card every
Absolutely.
birthday. We tell her not
Absolutely.
to. Yeah.
Yeah,
I do love
Yeah, but
that.
she'll go vote.
Maybe a carrier pigeon.
absolutely.
Send a falcon out there to
Thank
send my
goodness.
vote.
And the
I'll
store-
message in a bottle.
And they're
that'll
still
leak
running the
across.
goddamn government.
Isn't
Yeah.
that something special, man?
Yeah.
Oh, I got any traditions or rituals on election day that you guys have personally? Any good luck charms so that you don't get yelled at?
No, if I
Just
had
pray.
one, I wish
Just
I knew it because I don't have one.
We pray.
I pray.
And just hope for the best.
Hope for the
Expect
best.
worst and
Expect.
hope-
That's
Yep.
it.
Expect the worst, hope for the best.
Hope for the
because
best.
you never know.
You just never know.
Right.
It could be the best election. It could be the worst.
What is something voters never see, like behind the scenes, that you guys do? Is there anything?
The amount of effort it takes before
Yeah.
and after.
Yeah, before and after setting up and closing up.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It
Yeah.
is.
It's a lot. It's a lot on the poll workers. Like I'm running, different here, there, and everywhere. I walk 20,000 plus steps every election.
Sure.
It's a lot.
It
It's
is.
it's you don't get to eat. It's too busy.
Yeah.
You order food, then
Yep.
it's cold.
Yeah. 'cause
Yep.
It's just they
Well,
don't see that.
any constituents will they bring you guys, cookies or brownies or something?
Ed
The
Nielsen.
constituents, no.
No,
Just Ed Nielsen.
Ed Nielsen is the
With
only
the
one in the
pretzels.
Northeast that brings
And
us
then some of the
pretzels.
other
I'm
poll
shocked by
workers,
that.
the one
Yeah.
poll worker, the one in ours, she brings in like Oreo cookies. She's a doctor. She
Yeah.
takes the day off because she loves to work election day. Like she just thinks it's
Send
her
her
civic
my
duty.
way.
Yeah, her and her parents do it. Like they just decided to get involved and they work every election. But she always brings like by the end of the night, she's got like a big thing of Oreos and she's handing out cookies.
I
and everything. She
bring
comes
food
around and
for my
talks to
workers.
everybody.
So I went to the store today. I usually either do meatballs or
Nice.
hot roast beef or I went to the store today and bought lunch meat and chips and pretzels and dips and
Sure.
rolls. And,
Hell yeah.
yeah.
Is there any
My workers
confluence?
that way, at least they can eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to.
I think that's well deserved.
And we do. Somebody will do a coffee run or a
Yeah.
donut
that's
run.
that's
you
me.
know.
Yeah,
Sure.
do that.
Is there any confluence now where it seems like a lot of politicians are also in like the business space? So you can kind of have to keep an eye on like, I mean, just go to example would be like Trump having 9 different businesses. Technically, they're not wearing like a thing that's a proponent of his campaign, but maybe they say, hey, brought in some Trump cookies or whatever, Trump Tower cookies or anything. You have to keep an eye out even more so now.
Are they allowed to read The Art of the Deal in line?
That's a great question. That's a phenomenal question. Maybe an audiobook?
Yeah, keep that thing in the ears. No, nothing on.
If you don't know, I don't know.
Okay, are they allowed to read Kamala's new book that just came out in line tomorrow because she's not running?
I mean,
Yeah.
they can read.
they can read anything they
read
want.
Anything they want in line with, and if it's about a candidate that's there now that is running
They get
now,
handed
it's 10
paperwork.
feet away from the
Yeah.
polling
Yeah.
Polling
place.
place.
Can they read it out loud? Can they read The Art of the Deal out loud?
No,
Okay.
I would tell them to go outside.
Okay. 10 feet away.
from the
10 feet
polling-
away
yeah.
from the polling
Yes,
place.
yes, absolutely.
Well, I get yelled at probably, but I'll
Oh,
still
yes.
tell them to go outside
Yeah, they'll
10 feet
fight
away
you.
from the polling place.
Now we're just fucking around. Can they read anti-articles maybe from the Philadelphia Inquirer about Larry Krasner out loud in line?
No.
Okay.
No.
10 feet away.
More
feet
than away, I
away.
would not let them.
Right.
You can get away with murder 10 feet away from a polling
You can
place.
get away with
That's right.
murder
That's
10 feet
right.
away.
Anything.
Yeah.
Anything.
You park
Anything.
your ass in Susan's polling place and
That's
you try
right.
to say something anti-something, she'll kick your ass out of
Okay,
there.
I'll
kicked
tell
out
you
10
what.
feet,
That's
and then you can talk all you want.
I
Yep.
love that. That's
We could,
2 decades of just pent-up frustration ready to be unleashed.
You know they're coming to my polling place tomorrow, right? I know it. I
Yeah,
know
she
it.
always has the stories. Like my place, I get some stuff
Always.
like hers.
Yeah.
It's always
Always.
like she can always one up me.
Always.
What's your favorite? What's your favorite one?
Probably happy birthday, girl.
Happy
Yeah.
birthday, girls. Yeah, it's
Do
a
you
big
remember
one.
what election that was?
I do. It was when Jimmy Dillon was running.
Who's the last one?
How long? Oh, that was last one, 2024?
2024.
2024.
Jimmy Dillon.
Wow.
You know what he wrote? The
No.
Art of the Dill. Hello, folks. How we doing? Just cool stuff I come up with, guys. It's unbelievable.
And the only reason I know it was Jimmy Dillon's because I went to his thing afterwards and they played Happy Birthday because they were all there.
Oh, and they played it to joke with you? That's funny.
That's
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Oh, I didn't get to that.
I like a good gag.
Oh, yeah.
I like a
Yeah.
good gag.
That was
Yeah,
funny.
at the Carpenters Union.
Are there ever people that are fighting about their own political kind of standings while they're in line without being like specific? They might not be yelling, I like this guy, but there's people that are clearly kind of at odds with one another that you've seen that you had to kind of phone the
No.
cops for?
No,
I mean, I
because, you know,
haven't,
they-
no.
We don't have lines. Like they come in, like it's so spread out. Like I really wish they would do this. I know that they'd have to redo the whole city. It's so busy. Like I feel like we could like combine like a couple
Districts.
polling places together.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we don't have lines.
We
Like,
don't.
They just come in.
2020 was the only time I had
3-4
lines.
hours.
Right.
And not
Not
person comes
not
in.
one voter.
Wow.
Like it's really like tomorrow. It's going to be that kind of day. Like you think, oh, we're going to get the morning rush. Maybe 5 people come in.
5 people,
Then you're like,
that's it.
oh, the after dinner. I mean, and you might not have anybody from like 8 a.m. to like 1 p.m.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's really
Like,
it could be really.
It could be
slow.
really slow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh
So
my
they
gosh.
could combine some, I
And they
think.
couldn't.
Right.
They could. That would help. That would help with our
trying to
poll
find
worker
workers 'cause you
situation
wouldn't
too.
have- right.
Absolutely.
They don't.
2-3 hours with nobody coming in. I'd kill the time, cast a couple votes, mix it up a little bit. And I'm sitting here for 2 hours, see what I like.
Drink
You know?
off beers.
Like, bring a book. Bring It's
Yeah.
just like
Just Muno.
If you vote for each person once, you technically cancel it out. It's just something to kill in paper, really.
Yeah,
at
how
that
many
point.
times do you have couples come in being like, I'm canceling out my husband's vote? Because
No,
that's a big one.
Yeah.
No,
no.
No?
no.
They seem to all be the same. Like the husband and wife seem to be the same party a lot of times.
Really?
Most of the time, I think. Yes.
Most.
Yeah.
Most.
Yes.
No.
What's the most
Why?
ridiculous?
Sometimes they're not.
Sometimes they're not.
Sometimes they're not. Have you ever seen any good, domestic
no, not
arguments?
fights. No.
No, they
No.
won't.
They
No.
don't argue there.
They just suffer
They
in
just,
silence.
they just go in and they just go in and do their thing.
Give each other a side eye when they come out of the booth, knowing that they just canceled each other out.
Pretty much.
Okay, I can fuck with that. I can mess with that.
More of a problem if you were an Eagles fan and the other one was a Cowboys fan.
Sure,
True.
sure, sure,
Yeah,
sure.
that's true.
Yeah, so
or
are they
you
allowed
could
to
be
say-
like an Eagles fan and lived in Dallas country and had your grandsons first birthday cake made at a Dallas bakery.
Oh no.
An Eagles.
Oh good. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
My,
Good.
Sure
my
they
son's
want
in the
that.
military, so he had his
Okay.
son's first birthday cake made by Dallas.
Oh, fantastic.
Okay, that makes sense.
I like that. Rub
An
salt in the
Eagles.
wound.
Yeah, it was good.
How long do you have to live somewhere before you can vote in that state as part of their, like, is there a time limit? Like, I lived in Northeast Philadelphia for a year, and I think
Yeah,
I got my
you-
ballot
you
in
could- you
PA.
could-
No, as soon as you.
As soon as you move there, you can vote.
Is that right?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
absolutely.
Yeah, you don't
You
have
just
to
got to
be-
sign up to vote
Yeah, you just have to register to vote at your new residence.
at your new residence.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, I
Whether
thought there'd be
it's,
like
you
a,
know-
I don't know, I thought there'd be like a naturalization process. I guess it doesn't make any sense across states.
Naturalization.
I don't know, I'm
Yeah,
not funny.
really. It's like
You come to
citizen-
that border, you're
You're
good.
I got scared.
You weren't a citizen. But
went from
no.
You
Jersey
come
to
over
ice.
the Ben Franklin Bridge, boy. You can
I
vote
know,
wherever you
right,
want.
right.
Naturalization
Right,
process.
right.
Okay.
Look, we told you we're not
like
the
coming
brightest
from
bulbs.
Mexico to-
we're
yeah.
here to learn.
I
yeah.
mean,
the
you're only
border.
coming from Jersey to Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
We'll let you vote.
All
They're
right,
gonna give you.
Yeah.
They're gonna
There you
give you
go.
a Pennsylvania test. How do you say hi and bye in Philadelphia?
Spell Schuylkill.
Yeah,
There
there
you go. There you go.
No can do. Sorry.
Find John.
You can spell Google. You
Fine,
can
John.
vote.
I
in the-
wish I could.
Yeah.
I'll
the
see you guys in
primary.
Trenton. Yeah, it's the best I could do.
Yeah.
Oh my God! What would be the Jersey one? What would you have to spell?
What,
Cherry
Jersey?
Hill?
You probably just have to do like the fist pump from Jersey Shore
Yeah.
a couple times, and they see it's like a physical
that's
fitness test
easy.
over
Come
there.
on.
Spell
Yeah.
Snooky.
Spell Snooki.
You can spell
Spell
Snooky. You can
Snooki
vote
or
in Jersey.
Even
Moy
worse,
mincing or
they tell you to smell Snooki, and you go, "Oh God, it's gone bad."
Yeah.
Oh,
3 Bon Jovi songs you can vote.
dude. The Soul, Living on a Prayer, and
Yeah. Okay.
what's a good one? Give me a good one. Give me another third one. Give me a third one.
I don't know, dude. You're trying to vote.
Bon
You're
Jovi.
voting. You're doing this.
I didn't think there was a naturalization process. All right, my third Bon Jovi song is as follows.
Let me look it up.
Yeah.
What are some funny questions you guys have been asked by people that were going into polls? Like maybe with the machine, or maybe when you had to do paper ballots. Anything off the top of the head?
I'm telling you, I had somebody that used to walk to the old machines. They lifted up and they looked like they had a back in them. And I had a voter every time walk to the back of the machine and stand inside of it. Every time.
Like the Wizard of Oz?
And I would be standing there holding the curtain open for him to go inside.
Yeah.
And he would walk to the back and stand inside the machine.
Was that the blind guy?
No, it was not. It was not.
Yeah.
But he liked the back of the machine. I don't know why, but he did. And we'd always have to tell him, you got to come out this way.
Some people have their proclivities.
Listen, you do what you do. You same thing.
I
Walk
can't.
to the back of the machine.
And the people, I mean, like when I went and voted, the guy in front of me, he went up and did his whole thing, and then they told him you can go over towards the actual like voting kind of encampment thing, and he pointed over there, and the girl goes, yeah, right over there. He goes, all right, I'll be over there. And then it was kind of like, well, yeah, no shit, dude. She just said go over there, and he goes, I'll be over there. Like it was his choice. He was like, I'll just be over there inside one of the voting things. So
yeah.
do you? I mean, you deal with the general population.
Yeah.
Are you getting
Yeah.
a lot of comments that you're just smiling through it?
Yep.
Like, okay,
Yeah.
sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Any highlights that you can remember? It like the
You
goofiest things you've heard people say, just on a whim.
20 years.
I can tell you, because he's my father and he's not with us anymore, that when he was a poll worker too, but God love him. When you had to ask for ID, we have 3 nuns that come from St. Dominic's Parish, and they obviously didn't have their ID. And I said, being the judge, they can vote. They vote here every year. They can vote. Let them vote. After they leave, he says to me, well, how do you know that they didn't go buy a costume at the costume store?
I like where he's coming from.
I was like, are you kidding me right now? No, my dad said that. I swear.
Jeez.
My dad said, how do you not know that they didn't go
It's
to the
always around
costume
Halloween.
store?
Yeah.
It's time too. It's November. And Halloween
Dad,
was just the
they
other
are like
day, so.
70 years old,
Yeah.
nuns.
Who
No.
knows? It could be a covert operation. That could be
He really thought that.
stolen
I was
nun
like,
Do you
valor,
think St.
yeah.
Peter made him show an ID when he went up to heaven?
Probably. I hope so. God, do I hope so.
I hope so too.
I do.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. My dad was crazy.
How dry do your hands get after peeling off I voted stickers?
I do not do them. My machine inspector does them. But I will tell you that we have I voted, and then we have Spanish ones that say yo vote.
Ooh.
So I, as the judge of election, tell everybody in line, I think you need the yo vote one, because I think that should be Philly slang for I voted.
Yo vote.
Yeah.
Yo vote. So I give everyone yo vote ones.
I
That's
love
awesome.
that. Yeah.
Like that.
That's great.
I think that should be Philly slang. And you can ask anybody in my divisions, they'll tell you I try to give out the yo vote ones.
When you tell people you're a poll worker, what's the first thing they say? What's the first thing that comes to mind?
I think they pity us.
I think they pity us.
Yeah.
They do. Yeah.
Because they just know you're
It's
right
a long
for
day.
hours.
That's
It's a
what they say.
long,
It's a long day.
day.
Yeah, it's like the highest form of like customer service where
But
you're
they don't.
dealing with.
They think that we're there from 7 to 8.
Yeah.
We're there from 6 till after we get every machine closed. So if there's a line at 8 o'clock and the last voter doesn't get done till 8:30, we can't start closing
Right.
the machines till 8:30.
Sure.
Goes until
So then we're there even longer.
So there's no kind of like I get this a lot at like like you walk into a Chipotle that closes at 10:30 and you walk in at 10:15 and
No.
the workers look at you like they want to fucking
No.
kill you. You
Yeah.
guys can't give any of that.
No.
No, like oh
Nope.
okay.
yeah, we get annoyed though because we're all like, all right, 5
Deep
more
down.
minutes, 5 more
Yeah,
minutes, and
deep
then it's
down.
like,
And then it's like, here
Sure.
comes the
somebody
crowd.
wants- yeah.
Yeah, as always. Yeah,
Yeah.
the crowd follows after that. I can totally see that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Once you see one in there, then you're like, all right, I do want a chicken burrito too.
Every time.
Yeah.
Every single time, dude.
Yeah.
That could be a nice part of polling.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, anything you want people to know, about being poll workers?
Something we missed in our
Yeah.
our dumb guy line of
another
questions.
story.
That it's a thankless job.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
But important, but deeply
But
important.
important.
Yeah.
But important. And a lot of the poll workers are ethically and morally doing it for that
Yes,
reason.
they're doing
Right.
for that because they believe in the
Because they believe in the
and-
democracy.
Yeah.
That's why we're doing it. So know that we're not there to do anything fraudulent one way or
Right.
the other.
Exactly.
Has there ever been a poll worker that's gotten some kind of like high ranking like medal for like maintaining the integrity of the election? Like you have a very like important job.
Yeah.
No,
You'd think
not
there's
that
some
I
kind
know
of like
of.
high level nothing.
No, because we all do the same thing.
We all do the same
Yeah,
thing.
so it's like
Nobody does it the best, I guess. There's no like
No.
Michael Jordan of maintaining
No.
polls.
no.
No.
No. I think I got a comment from somebody saying that the judge of election really maintained a well organized election once in 20 years.
If you get to 25, do they get you like a watch?
No.
I know.
Put a Wawa gift card for
Yeah,
Christ's sake.
seriously.
Give us
Something.
give our
I-
poll
we
workers
get
a
soft
little
pretzels
something.
from Ed Nielsen. That's
Yeah,
it.
Shut up, Ed Nielsen. It's
Gotta
the only
love
guy.
Ed
It's the
Nielsen.
only guys who seem to be doing shit in the Northeast.
That sounds
for poll workers.
unfortunately right. Bring in a sizzly for God's sake tomorrow morning.
Yeah, enough with the stale pretzels, Ed. We want sizzlies
You want
tomorrow.
a sizzly
Okay,
and a
buddy?
coffee?
Yeah.
Put a little
Yeah.
protein in that bad boy, will you?
Yeah,
These
right.
ladies are working all day. Help them out.
Like, at least he thinks about us.
That's true.
Yes.
Yes.
That's true.
Yes.
And listen, like,
Very
Even when he's not running. Even if
Yeah.
he's not
Yeah.
like he's not on the ballot this time, and he
Every
will still
single
get soft
election.
pretzels
Yep.
tomorrow every election.
I kind of look at poll workers as like flight attendants a little bit, because it's like I always think like flight attendants. We had a flight attendant on probably almost a year ago, and she was just talking to us about like I don't know if you guys knew this, like they don't get paid from when you guys start boarding to when the flight is on the ground and we're deplaning. So it's like she's like, just give us a smile.
yeah,
Like it does go a long way.
it does.
Yeah.
It
And a
absolutely
thank
does.
you.
And a thank you.
Yeah, because I don't need to. Technically, I don't think they need to lift your bag or tell you where to like
No.
go. And they did, and that's like the worst part of flying
Yeah.
is arriving and deplaning.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because there's mongrels that don't know how
Right.
to act in society.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
everybody's
A
so
lot.
anxious to get off in a hurry.
Yes.
And
In a hurry, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Your bag's still going to be in the baggage claim no matter what.
Exactly. Yeah, it's not going to
Exactly.
be there.
You know, it's true. It won't be there. But I mean, that's the same thing with polling. You'll get your vote in. You'll get it done.
Yep.
Just put a goddamn smile on their face, people.
And say
please.
thank you.
And say
Yes,
thank you.
please and
Or
thank
have
you.
a nice
Yeah.
day.
Have a nice
Yeah,
day.
Yes.
something. Yeah.
Anything.
That makes sense.
Today, smile, say thank you, be nice.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right.
Easy
There you go.
peasy.
I like
Yeah,
that.
Exactly.
Just like that.
Yep.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you
Thank
very, very
you.
much. It was great
Thank you
meeting you
for having
guys.
us.
This
Thank
was
you for
really
We
having
learned a
us.
lot about
Yeah.
polls and
Yes.
poll working.
I'm good. I hope this.
And
You come to my divisions tomorrow. I'll
Yeah.
tell you
Yeah.
where the 10
All right.
feet is.
Yeah.
I'll show you where the line is.
Yes, we'll show you exactly that.
sweet.
Show you that 10-foot line.
All right.
Yeah.
Next week we're going to a strip club to do that poll workers.
Okay.
And then
Yeah.
we're gonna go. We're gonna find a nice blue collar lineman up on the electric pole. We're gonna do
There
poll.
you go.
We're just gonna go back to back to back poll workers like the
Yeah.
Lakers
There
in the
you
early
go.
2000s.
Lineman, do some lineman
that was so
ourselves, you know.
interesting.
Hell
There you
yeah.
go.
Like segue one into the other.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Just segue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
segue us into
Yeah.
the
And we'll
We're
give,
gonna
us, we'll give them a smile and a thank you too. So
There
it'll
you
all
go.
kind of come full circle.
We think all those poll
Especially
workers, by the
strippers.
way, should be paid more.
That's right. Yes.
Absolutely.
They get a lot of soft pretzels coming in there, unfortunately.
They don't have Ed Nielsen.
No, they don't. They're not in that poll.
They probably have some politicians though.
They
I'm sure.
probably, they probably do, but they don't have Ed
Yeah.
Nielsen bringing them pretzels.
No, they don't.
Shout out to you guys. We love you.
Bye.
Subscribe to the Patreon. We will talk to you next week.
Peace.
Peace.